Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Jackknife TV. So today what we're going to do, well, I should say tonight really, what we're going to do is I'm going to try to make a little bit of a backing tutorial for some guys. I'm going to do a real quick back without a trailer next to you. I mean, there's lines there. I mean, that'll definitely help you out if you're new. But if they don't have lines, it can be kind of difficult, especially if you're backing, towards the right side and you have a trailer on the left side of you that you can't see when you're backing up. But like I said, we're just going to do a real basic tutorial on how simple it can be if you just take your time, don't freak out, and visualize where things are that you might hit. So let's get at this. All right, so real quick, we're not going to try, we are going to park in that spot right there as straight as possible. I'm going to show you the room I have here. This is probably about the typical amount of room you have at most large shippers and receivers. I'm not talking about the inner city, little tiny hole in the wall places. Those places have their own problems, and you're just going to have to adapt to them. As you can see, I got quite a bit of room here to do what I need to do. So first things first, when I come in here, the best thing to do if you're new, don't even bother trying to do a blindside back. All right, it's just not worth it. Once you get some hours and some time and you get comfortable with the truck and you feel like you're one with the machine, sort of, you can start doing blindside backs. All right, I still suggest you get out and look. It's always better to look and look like an idiot to most guys than it is to hit things, because you're going to look like an idiot anyway and end up on bonehead truckers. We came in, we're going to end up doing the a right side back, which is a driver's side back, which is the easiest you can do. First things first, when you set up, when you come up, you see where I am kind of like turned, sort of like, and towards the trailers that you're backing up into, now, or spot, I should say. Now, what we want to do here is we want to stay close to those trailers. Not so close that when we pull out, or maybe, make a turn, like let's say we're turning around the parking lot, there is swing. You do have to worry about rear swing on the trailer, especially when you're turning real hard, like a 90-degree turn. It will cock the back of the trailer around, and you will end up hitting stuff. So always remember that. The harder you turn, the more the trailer is going to cock out and hit things. For this purpose, we're just going to come out about a 45-degree angle, all right? And then we're going to back into that spot towards the driver's side. All right, let's get at this. Alright, so like I said, when you come in, you're going to come in towards the trailers and you're going to come around on like a 45-degree angle, which I'll try to show you what that is here. There's going to be some editing in this because I'm going to have to move my other camera a few times to capture what I'm doing. So, alright, so like I said, we're going to come in on about a 45-degree angle. So, to be honest, I might have to be where my camera is set up, but we'll figure this out. So we're going to come in on a 45-degree angle. I'm going to cock the wheel, see how the trailer's cocked a little bit to where I want to park it. We're going to back up, and we're going to start turning the wheel around. And when we think we get about where we're on this side of that trailer, we're going to cock the wheel a lot. So we're going to turn the wheel here. He's going to bring that trailer around. Now, you see how the trailer is still kind of turned? By the time you pull this wheel around, all right, it's going to start to want to turn inwards too much. So when you get to about halfway, or we'll say about halfway into the turn, maybe about a quarter of the way into the turn, you're going to want to start coming out with your steering wheel. So we're going to turn towards where we're backing. You turn, remember it's the opposite, you're backing up. You're going to turn towards where you're backing, and you're just going to come around. Now as you come around, the trailer is going to swing around. Now what you want to do is you want to start looking at this mirror too also. Mind you, hopefully your dog isn't in the way. And you're going to want to make sure you don't have no poles over there, no cars are coming or whatnot. You're also going to want to probably put your four-ways on too. But, that's for another day. Guys are going to, regardless, try, especially if they think you're new and you're taking your time, they're going they're going to try to jump around you. So just don't worry about them. Worry about what you're doing. So I'm going to keep coming around. Like I said, we're going to slowly keep coming out from underneath the steering wheel. See how we're turning the wheel as we're coming out from under it? So now we got the wheel all the way hard turned. All right, now what we're going to want to do is start coming out from underneath of it. So you just keep it hard turned. And you see how it's starting, the trailer's starting to drift off back the other way. Now, like I said before, in my other little backing tutorial I did, you're going to always want to keep the trailer towards the trailer or towards the line on this side. Especially, see how you can see the front of the trailer here? So I still don't know what's going on over there. Now, if I'm really that worried about it, you should get out and look. But I've been doing this long enough that I trust myself. So since I'm this close to the yellow line, and or let's say there was a trailer there, I know if I'm towards this side, I should not be hitting anything on that side. Get the drift? So if I'm towards this side, I should not be hitting anything behind me on the other side. So we're going to keep the wheel turned. And as we turn, the truck and the trailer are going to be coming straight, just like they just did. We're going to check our mirror since we can now see over there, as you can see. And we're just going to continuously back up. Now, mind you, if you're backing up somewhere, you want to make sure there's no lights behind you, there's no fire hydrants. You know, take your time. If you have an automatic, which most of you guys probably will now, since it's what most of these mega carriers are going to, you're just going to want to slowly feather the brake, just to slow you down. And what you're going to eventually do is eventually you'll get good enough at judging where your sleeper and your and your trailer are to be able to stop and drop the trailer. So we're going to get out, we're going to look, and I'm going to try to walk you through some of this. Like I said, eventually you're going to learn where you're going to want to have to stop your trailer. As you can see, I'm lined up pretty much with all the other trailers in the lot. Essentially, over time, you're going to become better and better at backing. It's just hopefully inevitable, all right? The biggest thing is, I see trainers and I see guys coming into really crowded truck stops or shippers when it's extremely busy. And you know, trying to back up causes a lot of stress on the new guy, causes a lot of stress on the trainer, causes a lot of stress and probably damage and anxiety with everyone around you. So if you're a trainer and you just so happens to come upon this video, I know you guys end up sometimes eventually having to take your 34-hour break, depending on how your company works, you know, unless they run you like a team. Come into a establishment like this, or a very limited truck stop, like, you know, no name truck stop, where you have the ability to have tons of room and you can actually practice with your trainee instead of just throwing them out on the road with $200,000 trucks around them to back into and have them freaking out the whole time. That's just my little PSA. You know, I had a great, when I first started, I did start at Prime. I had a great trainer. He was great. He was from the Joplin area. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was, you know, like a good old cowboyish Joplin boy. And, you know, he properly taught me how to back up. You know, I kind of had the concept down already because I used to drive tow truck before, but, you know, it's still a larger vehicle. You're still nervous. It still happens. Best thing you can do is when you are backing up, especially when you're backing up towards the blind side, always keep the trailer in your mirror. What I mean is when you have your mirror, you have the spot mirror. If you can always keep the corner of this trailer, especially like I am on the left side, if you can always keep the corner of this trailer seen in this mirror, it is very, very unlikely you're going to hit anything unless you just, you know, start getting scared and freak out and don't pay attention. It's really not so much that difficult. It's more, it takes practice, it takes time, it takes you to be comfortable. That's the big thing. You got to be comfortable and not scared. As soon as you get scared, that's when you start freaking out, start making mistakes, you get frustrated, and that's when you see these guys when they pull out and they might tap a truck, where they freak out and they just gun it and rip the whole front of the truck off and whatnot. And you can't do that. You're talking about people's livelihoods. All right, I know you guys are a lot of you guys are mega carrier guys, and you're new, and the company will take care of it. There are plenty of owner operators out there that if this truck is hit, sure, it'll get fixed. You're talking about months. Plus, you have to worry about whether or not the mega carrier is going to drag their feet to pay you to fix the truck. In the meantime, what are you going to do? Hopefully you have another truck. Hopefully you have a little fleet. And if you don't, you just got to hope and pray that the insurance company will take care of you and cover your back earnings. But that doesn't always happen. So just keep that in the back of your head if you're a mega carrier trainee, I guess you could say, and you're just like, I can hit whatever I want. It's okay. You might take out somebody's livelihood like that. I'm not trying to put pressure on you or anything. I'm just saying it's everyone's get this mentality that insurance will take care of everything, and it just doesn't happen. So like I said, keep calm, take your time, become one with the truck. Basically, get your situational awareness about how the truck moves. Maybe ask your trainer to take you through a parking lot. A good practice is to get through like an old abandoned parking lot and learn when you turn where you're hitting the curb at, where you're popping the tires up over the curb at and stuff. Eventually, you'll be able to know and judge the length and the width of the vehicle, and you'll be able to make turns a lot easier. You'll just have that situational awareness, and that a lot of people, they don't get. The trainers are out there practically teaming with them, and that's it. They're not actually showing them how and where you can see the trailer in the mirror, and they're not taking their time. They literally just want to get to the next load, get their extra $200 or $300 a week in training pay, and that's it. And that's what's killing people and causing tons of damage. So if you like this video, I know it might have been a little bit harsh sounding, but it's just the reality. Okay, if you have any comments or questions, or maybe you want to make me, or I should say ask me, not make me, but ask me if I could maybe make a better backup video, maybe during the daytime. I don't know how much you can actually see out here right now. Just drop it down in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you, and I'll try to do better camera angles or whatnot. But that was just a simple little tutorial on how to do a nice right side driver side, which is the side you can see from back. So till next time, guys, please hammer down that like button, subscribe if you like the content I'm putting out, and check out some of the sponsors down in the description. So till next time, I'll see you. Be safe out there. These are the, I think the 12-inch edge protectors. Stick it right up there. Pound of sheet steel, tarp and everything. Going up to Elmira Heights, New York. So real quick, guys, I want to talk about Found Business Banking, which is linked with a debit card and an actual app right on your phone. It is very simple and easy. It automatically gives you updates right on your phone, like at a moment's notice as soon as you purchase anything. As you can see right here, it has plenty of reports It has your profit and loss, your income, your expense reports, and everything. It also calculates your taxes for you and keeps track of everything you spend, and automatically calculates your quarterly estimated taxes through purchases that you made on your Found Business debit card. You can easily forward your transactions and your tax information right from Found Business to your CPA, who can easily review the information and get you your deductions for the year. They can also streamline the process of paying your 1099 contractors and filling out and filing tax forms. So it just makes it easier at the end of the year for you and your CPA to go over this information. In short order, I highly recommend Found Business Banking. It's very simple, easy, it's right there at your fingertips. All your transaction information is right there. The best part about it, in my opinion, is the estimated taxes right there through your transactions. You don't have to keep a shoebox full of receipts or anything. You can also take pictures of them and save them right there to Found Business Banking. If you think you may be interested in Found Business Banking, there's going to be a link in the description down below. Just click on it. It's going to take you right to their website. You can read over everything and get more information for yourself. And eventually I'll try to put a better video out for you. And a big thanks for supporting the channel.